We'll just do it 4 times.
Get it. Welcome back to another Technique Tuesday, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about leading and rotating the merengue. So let's get into it. What I mean is that merengue has so many different kinds of basics. You can dance it in place all the time, you can go to the side, you can go forward and backwards, but a lot of times we want to be able to rotate it because it makes and feels much more interesting. And it's not very difficult, it's a very subtle thing that can make it much cooler, right? But my footwork hasn't really changed too much, but now it really looks like I know what I'm doing opposed to me just kind of marching and standing in place, right? So how can I rotate so quickly on such a small point that feels comfortable for myself and obviously my follower, right? So let's say I'm doing a merengue basic, I'm in place, or I'm even stepping to the side, right? And I want to go and rotate to the right, which is, I think, a much easier direction for me to rotate on a very small place. If I want to rotate left gradually, of course I can do that. Of course I can rotate the same. I just can't rotate in such an extreme fashion to the left. It's much more continuous and gradual to the left. Whereas if I want to go and rotate to the right, I can rotate in like half the amount of time that I could rotate to the left comfortably. And that's because the way we're aligned to each other. We are, as you know, if you've watched any of our beginner videos or whatnot, we're left aligned of each other, which means our right foot is in between our other partner's feet. So I'm a little bit off-centered, that the buttons on my shirt line up with her shoulder instead of being right in front of each other. If our alignment's messed up, it's going to be really difficult for us to rotate around because she's in my way, right? Where you're going to see, I don't know how well you can see this, but with my right foot, as we're dancing here, my right foot starts to kind of walk in between her feet a little bit, and now it gives us the center point that we kind of rotate around, right? So let's say talk about feet first only. I'm moving to the side. I start to, when my right foot is free, to go forward a little bit towards her, and you can see this is already starting to kind of move her out of the way a little bit, and I'm just walking. And literally my feet are just kind of, I hate to use the word like waddling in place, but they're just kind of marching in place as I want to go rotate myself around, right? It's not a continuous walk forward around in a big circle. I'm not still going side together, side together, side together. I am just kind of rotating myself under my own little spot here, keeping my feet spread out where they won't close anymore or else I'm going to step on her, right? So that's number one with the feet. They stay basically in the same place, spread apart from each other the whole time as I go rotate to the right. My body is what's leading this, obviously, because that's what she can feel. So what I'm doing with my body is I'm going to open myself up to the right with my shoulders to make it available for her. And then there's space, and the more I pull my right shoulder away, the more I can go rotate over and over and over again. Now we're too dizzy, sorry. But I'm trying to pull my right shoulder away from her to give her the space to start to open up, right? If I keep myself close to her and I just try to pull her with my hand or something and I stay too close, obviously I'm throwing her around a little bit, but you can see what's kind of going on, right? So I'm moving to the side. I'm now going to think of opening my right shoulder away from her and giving her more space to kind of come around, and because I'm connected to her, she feels that. I don't pull her at all around. We can be super, super light about this, like we'll just do some kind of stupid practice hold that this is not real, but I'm just going to move myself around to the right, where I'm not pushing or pulling her really, I'm just giving her the space, and that's what leading rotation is. If I go the other direction now, right, that I'm moving myself around, and if I keep giving her space, she is following with me as well, right? If you're trying this with a partner, trying with somebody else for the first time, less connection is better than too much connection. Think about yourself, keeping the feet in place and opening up the shoulder that you want to rotate towards, keeping this more in a centered axis, and you should have a little more success. But thank you guys so much for watching this Technique Tuesday and how to rotate to the right in merengue basic. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.